weather as well. That's coming up in a few minutes. Anna, Mike?
All right, Vince, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. It is, of course, a tough forecast for people who live on the river. A lot of them think the water's going to get them this time.
And tonight, firefighters are going door to door in places. Fox 6's Chip Rooster, he's live in Waterford with all of this. Chip.
Well, with the amount of rainfall predicted over the next 2 days, officials in both Racine and Kenosha counties, among other counties in Wisconsin, are predicting some potential major flooding along rivers in towns like Waterford, where the Fox River runs right through the center of it. They've already filled and stacked pallets of sandbags, and many of the residents who live on the shores of the river are already taking advantage.
Hope this works.
Jason Best is hoping for the best, but planning for the worst.
If the forecast rain happens, it'll be worse than '08, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah. His home is situated on the shores of the Fox River in Waterford. When the last big flood happened 5 years ago, he almost lost everything in his basement.
The boiler would go underwater, washer, dryer, water heater, etc. If it were to fill that whole basement, it would be a real problem.
Further down the river, it's not a matter of when it will flood, but how bad will it get?
This is the worst I've seen it so far.
Branson Lee's home stands right at the cusp of the Fox River's floodwaters. In this wheatland neighborhood, the river bound past its banks more than a week ago. Since its peak on Friday, it's barely dropped a foot.
I thought it was going to go down, but not now. Not now.
According to the National Weather Service, this more southern part of the Fox will likely top out sometime on Saturday at major flood stage. That's more than a foot higher than where it is now.
Well, we're hoping it doesn't make it to the house, so that's it. That's pretty much, if it makes it to the house, we're probably going to leave.
Back up in Waterford, the outlook isn't as dire, with the heaviest rain predicted to stay further south. However, local officials aren't taking any chances.
The fire department was just knocking on my door literally 10 minutes ago, handing out the note saying, come and get the sandbags.
And while river flooding obviously a big focus right now, there is another danger out there with all these heavy rains coming. For all those that don't live by a river, the ground is so saturated because of last week's rains that flash floods are a potential. And so that's something to keep in mind here over those next 2 days, that even the smallest amount of heavy rain can wash out a roadway that's nowhere near a river. Reporting live in Waterford, Chip Brewster, Fox 6 News.
Great reminder. Thank you, Chip. And stay ahead of the weather, the flooding possibly, by downloading the new Fox 6 News app. It's for Apple and Android devices, and it's free.